officer. Assault on a police officer in Upland. Apparently, this is also a stolen vehicle. This has been going on for the better part of the last 15 minutes or so. Was on the freeway for a short time, westbound on the 110. I'm sorry, on the 10 freeway. Ultimately, getting off here downtown, zigzagging through downtown, and now, as he tried to get into this parking lot, started backing up into these CHP cruisers. CHP is also overhead here. You can see they have about a half a dozen CHP units right behind him, and it just looks like he came to a stop here. At one point, he was going the wrong way on some of these one-way streets here in downtown LA, and fortunately it looks like this has now come to a halt. The way he was driving at the end here, it almost appeared as though he may have been running out of fuel. That's speculation on my part, but this is a suspect wanted for several serious crimes. We know of at least the driver on board. Unclear if there's anybody else inside the vehicle, Colleen. But you can see heavily tinted windows. Now officers with their guns drawn on this white Chevy Suburban here at Wall Street and 6th Street in downtown LA.
Yeah, what a tense situation out there, Chris. And we can see they have their canine right there ready to kind of spring into action as well. But again,
It appears that he is somewhere, Chris, somewhere near Skid Row. A lot of pedestrians, a lot of tents on the sidewalk.
Hey there, David. Sorry, the IFB is going in and out here, but yeah, they are still waiting for him to start complying. We don't see that driver's side door opening just yet. It looked like he was going to proceed right through that parking lot. Just a few minutes ago, he went through an actual parking garage, came out the other side on 12th Street, but now it looks like as he was kind of going up this little bump to get into this parking lot, he just started rolling backwards, almost like he didn't even have it in reverse, just started rolling backwards down the incline and almost colliding with that CHP cruiser that's up against his passenger side door. So now several CHP units out with their guns drawn. We still have yet to see that driver's side door pop open. So that's an ominous sign, apparently not complying with these orders. But sure enough, he has come to a complete stop here. What they're telling him, what's going through his mind, of course, anybody's guess, but just based on the preliminary information that we have about this suspect, clearly a dangerous individual, unknown at this point by law enforcement whether he's armed or not, but certainly they're treating him as if he is armed and dangerous.
All right, well, he is on Wall Street between 6th and 7th Street. Chris, we're going to let you keep a watch on that. We'll, of course, come back to you to see how this unfolds. It's at a standstill right now, but we do want to get to Danny Romero, Colleen, because there's been a
out of that white Suburban. They now have the driver in custody. That's the driver right there being placed in handcuffs. Nobody else inside the SUV. However, there was a bit of a crowd control situation as this pursuit came to a stop. Lots of folks pulling out their cell phones, and one man, apparently disobeying police orders, was holding his cell phone. We're going to go ahead and show you some videotape that we just shot a moment ago, and you could see they were actually hitting him with a baton and ultimately tased him to the ground. He was holding his cell phone, filming all of the activity, the commotion going on across the street, and there was a major dispute. Several law enforcement officers with their weapons drawn, and he ultimately got tased on the middle of the sidewalk there. As we come back out live, you can see this is the situation now, which appears to be under control. But one bystander here apparently not complying with police officers as he was trying to film on his own cell phone, getting a little bit of tough love there from LAPD with a baton and a taser, and he will ultimately be placed in an ambulance. I believe that this is CHP here. Not sure which agency it was that was tasing him, but that's the latest that we have right now. Of course, as we get more information, we'll bring it right to you. I want to say something else, though. Earlier, we had reported that the suspect who was being pursued by CHP was wanted for assault on a police officer. It turns out it was just a stolen SUV. That assault on a police officer apparently unfounded. David, over to you.
All right. Thank you, Chris, for that report.
Absolutely. Thank you, Chris. Well, after years of shutting down hundreds of stores, retail giant Sears finally opening new stores again. The company announcing it will be opening 3 new Sears Home and Life stores in Alaska. Will not be carrying clothing. Instead, they will focus on appliances, mattresses, and other home services. The Home and Life stores will also
Do you have you don't have the actual beating, do you? Or were we? I missed it. I didn't see it. Okay. Okay. Okay, copy. Copy that. There's another. That's the driver. Okay. It's a female. You're right. Yeah. Obviously a female, Jay.